You're 2 blocks behind first and second.
We have more buildings to clear. You know our orders,
There's
Sergeant.
barely a building left standing or not on fire in your zone, Cole. Is your sector full of Japs?
Questioning my command.
The captain doesn't want anyone falling behind.
Tell the captain we will join him when the job is done.
Just give us the word, Sarge. We'll take care of him. He should be sectioned. That Jap lover's a fucking liability.
We're here to kill Japs, not our own people.
Star-crossed son of a bitch. No one wants to serve under him. He's bad fucking luck.
Can it? We've a job to do here. If I can live with it, you can too.
Americanos é a liberdade deles, né? Levando a liberdade para os outros países. Estamos felizes. Vamos felizes.
House fire, bad one. At least 4 Vicks. Get out there and find out what you can. The address is 650 North Hobart.
Bora.
There he is, top in the papers. You should be ashamed of yourself, young man.
Nossa, todo mundo vai odeia.
Is he in some kind of trouble?
Guy gave his wife a tap. Sales.
Todo mundo odeia o cara, velho. Tá maluco. Imagina viver assim. Cola aí, meu bom.
You hear about Rancho Escondido?
Are we having a conversation, Biggs?
Okay, fuck it. Forget it.
I'm teasing you, Herschel. Tell me about it.
New housing development's a couple of weeks from completion. Burned to the ground last night. You guys are ready to move in this weekend. Developer's gonna have some very angry customers.
E tipo, ele tá sendo
The arson investigator tried to nail that son of a bitch for years.
He's still in custody, Herschel.
Wanna bet? They'll have kicked him loose already. Can't hold him for misdemeanor cigarettes and matches.
E tipo, ele tá sendo crucificado por uma parada que hoje em dia é algo tão normalizado e tal. Que, tipo, se tu falar o que aconteceu com uma pessoa, vai dizer, ah, já era imaginável que isso iria acontecer em algum momento. Tipo, isso aqui é em 1940, né? Então, pra época realmente deveria ser um escândalo, mas hoje em dia é algo tão normal de rolar. É interessante ver como as coisas mudam com o passar do tempo. Conceitos mudam. Ideais mudam. As pessoas em si mudam. Louco, né? Cacete, onde que é isso? Nem a fumaça eu tô vendo ainda.
Can we hit the siren, Phelps?
Não. Ah tá, chegamos. Porra. Era uma casa pica, hein? Nossa. É punk assim mesmo? Nossa.
Morelli, Mike, we recovered a picture of the family.
Okay. Anything else?
To be honest, I just got here, Phelps. Best you talk to Lynch. He's the expert.
Doesn't make any sense. Why aren't they scattered around like the rest of the debris?
I think they've been moved.
Ooh.
I think someone moved them after the explosion and before the fire.
Can you explain that, please?
I'm almost positive the cause of death is asphyxiation due to gas inhalation. Look at the parts of their bodies that aren't scorched. The coloring around the fingertips is typical.
They wouldn't have felt a thing.
I think the fire damage is post-mortem. I think someone moved them into this room after the explosion.
It still doesn't make any sense. Why would you run into a burning building?
Oxê. E eles estão de um jeito estranho, como se tivesse.
The prayer effect is from the fire. The muscles and tendons contract.
Que coisa bizarra.
You ever think about how many people have died in this world? And how big heaven would have to be to accommodate them bigs?
No, I have not. Show some respect.
E tu foi escroto, hein, Phelps?
It's our boy. I think he watches the fires. I think the Sawyer fire went wrong.
So what about the guy we have in jail, Phelps?
We got the wrong guy.
That doesn't explain why he ran into a burning building. What would make anyone do that?
Guilt.
For the fires?
For his mistake. This guy wants to burn houses, not families. He expects the houses to be empty. He was trying to redeem himself. He probably thought they'd be happier together.
You are one very disturbed individual, Phelps. I know you had it rough lately, but you should start to compartmentalize your thoughts.
He could be right. Can you come up with an alternative
I'm
explanation?
sure it's the same guy.
Are you telling me that some son of a bitch murdered these people, the whole family, and arranged them here like Cupid dolls?
Might fit, Cole, but I don't think we could ever prove it. There's very little evidence.
Ah, porra.
Evidence?
Albert, check out the hot water system. Make sure we're dealing with the same MO.
Sure, Phelps. I'll get back to you.
Leave the rest to us, Cole. You better find out what's eating Biggs.
Não gosta de mexer? Aparentemente não. Tá, não dá de subir lá pra cima. Pode fazer aqui. Esse móvel não queima, né? Ok. Isso é uma bolinha?
Incidental.
O que é isso aqui? Aparentemente o móvel não queima. Nem boneco. Olha só, tudo alagado. Tá, sem chance de abrir. Coisa de passar roupa. Óbvio que não. Tá. Não, né? E o óbvio também. Isso aqui é um aquecedor, né? A parada de água não é a parada de água. Caralho, não tem nada aqui. Ah, filho, calma. Não tem nada aqui. Tá, né? Seria um puto lugar interessante pra colocar alguma coisa.
So something finally got to you.
You want my help, pretty boy? You got it. You keep riding me, and you won't be pretty much longer.
We can get this guy, Herschel.
You think you've seen everything, Phelps? I was with the 2nd Marines at Bella Wood. The things that went on in that farmhouse. My own guys on fire, screaming for a way out. You're not gonna get this guy. There's gonna be no photos and no citations. We're gonna kill this miserable fuck. End of story. You getting this?
Justo.
You remember the list from the travel agent?
Sure.
The Morellis were winners too. Their name was on that list.
Christ. We should take a look around, work the neighbors, see what they know. I'll go across the street.
Okay, I'll try this side.
Calma, 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 calma. Eu quero ver um pouco do quintal.
I haven't done this for years.
Quero ver um pouquinho do quintal.
You don't look like a fireman, son.
Você acha? Um pouquinho do quintal? Ela chegou a voar aqui os pedaços. Ó, a caixa.
Looks like the same model.
Rarely. Bora lá então, no vizinho.
Cops. It's gotta be something big, right?
LAPD. Can you tell me anything about the fire next door?
Terrible luck. Imagine after having won that weekend away.
What's your name, sir?
Foreman. Dudley Foreman.
Ela de testemunhas do incêndio Morelli.
Did you see or hear anything that might have...
Look, we were asleep when we heard the explosion.
Não tá me convencendo, hein?
You didn't like Morelli, did you?
Some neighbors you get along with, some you don't. Guess they should have sold up.
What do you mean?
They're knocking down all these old houses and building a new subdivision for GIs. Morelli was being difficult.
You said someone is knocking these houses down?
Elysian Fields. You must know them. They're billboards. That Monroe character beaming down at you. We've had an offer for the house.
Did the Morellis want to sell?
I don't know.
Whatever you thought of Morelli, his whole family is dead. They couldn't have all deserved that. I want you to help me here, Foreman.
Morelli was pig-headed. He built the house himself. He didn't want to sell. Stubborn fool was ruining it for all of us.
Mas tá certo ele, pô. Ele construiu a própria casa.
You said the
Ele tem que
Morellis
vender.
had won a weekend away to Catalina Island?
Yeah, that's right. First thing I thought after the explosion was, thank goodness they was away. But then I find out they was still in there.
Who was running the competition?
What? I don't know.
Aquele tá parecendo que foi a verdade.
You didn't enter yourself?
I'd already agreed to sell. The competition was an incentive for those who were still thinking about it.
Faz sentido, justo. Localizações. Ai, que merda. Mostrar todas as pistas. Onde tem pista aqui, filho? Ah, aqui.
How did you get my number, Ira? At first, I didn't understand you. But now I do. I'd like you to come back to the clinic. I'm helping other people now, Doctor.
I think you are confused.
You haven't been to the clinic for weeks. I'm not confused anymore, Doctor. I'm helping people be together. This world is only temporary. We'll all be happier in heaven. Why don't you tell me where you are and I can come to you? I think the fires should end now. They have served their purpose. Oh, the fires are only beginning, Doctor. After the fires, everything will be beautiful and clean. Everything will be erased. The world will be fresh and new. I can see my purpose now, Doctor. And you helped me to find it.
É incrível como todos os surtados estão com esse médico. Eu lá, caralho, de saber esse jornal aqui, mano. Puta merda, hein, jogo. E agora, onde está a próxima prova? Ah, tá. Sumiu. Olha isso. Tá atirando, né?
Someone was keeping watch. Looks like they were here for quite a while. Brand looks distinctive.
Ah, tá.
Whoever he was wearing boondockers. I would know that imprint anywhere.
Também. E o que que tem agora, filho? Não entendi. Localizações? Mostrou alguma coisa? Não mostrou absolutamente nada dessa merda. Pista.
There isn't much I can tell you right now, Cole.
Cara, não tem mais nada aqui de onde eu sei. O que é isso? Uma escova, mano.
I don't think so.
Mas que merda. Onde? Será que tem aqui mais algum vizinho? Talvez tem aqui mais algum vizinho. Tem mais vizinho pra cá?
I heard this is a triple homicide. Is that true?
Did you see anyone hanging around the Morelli's home prior to the explosion?
Nope. Can't say as I was looking out, though.
You sure, Mr. Foreman? There are signs of someone hanging around over there by the fence.
Hey, now that you come to think of it, there was a guy. Kind of tall. Skinny, though.
Anything else?
Orange lumber jacket, a beat-up hat, and no hair. I thought he was the pest exterminator guy who was working around here the last few days. But that guy had hair.
Thanks for your time, Mr. Foreman.
Sure. Hey, if you're interested, I have one of those competition flyers in the kitchen. I could get it for you if you like.
That would be great.
Any luck, Cole?
A couple of things. What did you pick up?
Folded piece of paper. Looks complicated.
Japanese call it origami. Can I take a look?
Sure.
Paper crane. There's a legend about them. You fold 1,000 of these and you get a wish.
Então, eu tinha que falar mais uma vez com o velho.
Hey, don't break it.
I'm not. I'm unfolding it. Looks like a waybill or a flyer.
For what?
For Elysian Fields Developments.
Os Elísios? É isso?
Oh, I see you already have one.
When did the flyer arrive in your mailbox?
They've been arriving for weeks. This one was in the mailbox when I got home from work yesterday afternoon.
Nossa, que treta. Pode me dizer que tem mais coisas para investigar ali. Eu não achei uma coisa.
Let me through. I just want a quick look is all.
I need an address for a property developer. Elysian Fields Developments.
One moment, Detective. The address is 748 North Oxford Avenue, Wilshire. Anything else?
Messages, please.
You have a message. Contact Captain McKelty immediately.
Thanks. Can you put me through, operator?
Of course. Here you are.
Commander?
Leads in the Morelli fire.
We're about to go and visit Elysian Fields Developments.
You're about to do what? Leland Monroe? He's a personal friend of the mayor and the chief. Are you out of your mind? I'm warning you, Phelps.
Mais uma vez indo pros peixes grandes, hein?
You have something, you bring it to me. You're hanging by a thread, Phelps. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Good. Have a report on my desk today.
Phelps não tem medo, pô.
Kelty has warned us off over Elysian.
Makes sense. It's a dead end. We should check out Rancho Escondido.
You know the place?
Sure. Corner of Fountain and Wilton. Let's go.
Peixe rancho escondido. Não, primeiro vamos lá no campo, seria. Ué.
We are not going to...
Yes, we are.
You just won't let this go, will you, Cole?
We know they're involved somehow. You expect me to turn my back on it?
You're a
Tirei
big boy.
finíssima, hein?
I expect you to know which battles are worth throwing my pension away for.
Olha, aqui do lado. Que porra é essa? Ei, moça.
Detectives Phelps and Biggs, LAPD, to see Leland Monroe.
Do you have an appointment?
We're the police, lady. We don't need an appointment.
Can I tell him what it's about?
It's an official investigation.
There are 2 police officers here to see Mr. Monroe.
Send them through.
And that's our cue. Thanks, ma'am.
Nossa, o tamanho desse quadro. Portugueses. É aquele negócio.
We would like to speak to Mr. Monroe.
I'm afraid it's impossible. Mr. Monroe's schedule is booked weeks in advance.
Cut to the chase, sister. Is he in?
I'm not at liberty to reveal that, officer.
So he hired you for your intelligence?
I find that offensive.
You have every right to.
This is getting us nowhere, miss.
Casino.
Would you like us to return with a warrant?
That won't be necessary, gentlemen. Come into my office.
Esse negócio, cara, mármore, esse negócio de ferro aqui, caríssimo. Tem que acabar o burguês.
Like a cigar. Drink, boys.
Sure,
Não.
I'll have a scotch.
Biggs, we're investigating a series of domestic fires, Mr. Monroe.
It's terrible, boys. How can I help?
Elysian Fields and Suburban Redevelopment Fund flyers keep turning up in the vicinity of the fires.
They're turning up all over town, boys. Can you imagine the current demand for housing?
So that's your explanation, Mr. Monroe? Coincidence?
Explanation? Why, what's to explain?
I advertise on radio and billboards for buyers, and I advertise for sellers using waybills.
É. Tá parecendo ser
What's your
verdadeiro.
connection to the Suburban Redevelopment Fund?
It's an organization of civic-minded individuals whose goal is to make the city a better place for its inhabitants. Something I was proud to be asked to join.
Puta merda.
What do you know about a competition for families to win free vacations to Catalina Island?
My company runs many promotions. I'm not familiar with that one.
2 families are dead, Mr. Monroe. This isn't a question of criminal liability. We're looking at conspiracy to commit
Esse velho
murder.
mente bem.
Do you know who you're talking to, son? You want to use incendiary language like that with me? I suggest you should leave immediately.
Que merda.
We've made offers to buy houses in areas where fires have been recorded.
Are you suggesting that I'm burning people out of their homes so that I can sell them new ones?
What happens to your plans if a family like the Morellis refuses to sell?
We work around them. Business finds a way. That's the American way.
I think you're being less than candid, Mr. Monroe. You're building these homes to some timetable. You're under pressure to get rid of the holdouts.
And how exactly do you think you can prove that in a court of law, detective?
Looks like I made a mistake. Come on, Mr. Monroe. You expect me to believe that you would build a new development with one of those old piles smack bang in the center of it?
Progress is an inexorable process, detective. Those who choose to stand in defiance are usually confined to the wastebasket of history. To answer your question, yes, we would build around them if we had to.
Que velho, filho da puta.
Most people see sense.
We need something to go on. Otherwise, more people will get hurt, and you'll keep losing houses.
Well, I want to help in any way I can, officers. The contractors I use for waybills. You suppose it might be one of them? I have a list of their names if it'd be of any help. My secretary will provide you with the list. On your way out.
Glad to be of help, officers.
What's the story? Any of these names ring a bell?
Herbert Chapman is on this list.
Find the phone. We need to know where we're at with Chapman.
Joseph. Só esse. Ah, bom. Tem um telefone aí não, mina. Olha. Que bonita a vista. Uma fortuna, né? Mas é bonito, tá?
Your boss is a fine man.
Oh, one of these days. See him? I saw his picture in the paper.
Operator, give me
Yeah,
dispatch.
what's that case with the lady that got cut up? Like the Dahlia?
Putting you through now.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Can you check whether we are still holding a Herbert Chapman?
Let me find out for you. He was released this morning, Detective. I'm sorry, Detective.
It's not your fault. Can you give me a last known address and put out an APB on the guy?
I'll get back to you, Detective. APB will go out over KGPL shortly.
Thank you.
Tá. Vamos escondido. Pegamos muito algum lugar. Que isso? O que tá rolando? Ah, esqueci, tem que esperar ele. Agora espera aí, brother. Também. Não esperou porque quis. Tá.
Cut it out.
O que lute.
Any available unit, meet the officer. 211 just occurred at 253 Main Street. Unit to handle code 2 identified.
Esse carro feio, hein? Ih!
Son of a bitch!
Não fui eu. Ah, mas o Phelps pisa um pouquinho no freio, hein? Caramba, não tem pena. Olha isso. Alegria do mecânico. Ah, que lugar.
You know, there are times when you really miss a nightstick. There's more religion in the end of a nightstick than in 100 cathedrals.
I'm not gonna tell you again, sir.
Don't tell me when and how I can come and go on my own property.
It is not
This is
safe,
America,
sir.
dickhead.
Now step back, or I'll lock you up for a
Smart
fray.
mouth son of a bitch.
Come back here. You're not getting off that easy. That's done it.
Treta.
We're gonna have to pacify these dirty saps.
Tem mais? Opa! Já fomos. Mais um. Vai, véi. Caramba! A mimir.
Good thing you showed up when you did, detectives. Those folks were baying for blood.
Okay, then. Let's see if there's anything left to take a look at.
Ai, meu Deus. Eu estou sem pontos. Nada. Fudeu. Tá. Não dá nem pra subir aqui, eu acho. Não, não dá não. Yep. Tá. Tem outras casas, pelo menos, pra ver.
Phelps, I think I found something over here.
Onde?
Look around.
So what next?
There's not much left, but it's worth a shot.
Onde? Ah, mas querida, onde que tu encontrou? Tem coisa da parada de aquecimento. Não dá de subir, velho. Ah, vou partir pra outra. É só aquela mesmo, aparentemente. E tem alguma coisa isso? Tocando a música, né? Então. Vamos voltar. Ah, vamos ver se eu acho outro origami. O que é isso aqui? Enterro? Mano. Não sei. Aí aqui. Ah. O que que tem?
Mortar is like dust. Is that normal in a fire?
You'd expect some shrinkage in the heat, but it looks like the cement barely adhered to the brick. Doesn't appear to be any wall ties either. This thing looks like it was built on a sheet.
Entendi. Caramba.
You got an idea, Hotshot?
Surpresa que eu tô de pé.
A beautiful face to learn love for me in it. Give me your heart and baby I'll bin it. 'Cause I always kill the things I love. Some
Buy me a drink, Cole?
for the
No.
sake of
Not even for old time's sake? Not even for that. You're not gonna ask me why I'm here? I wouldn't give you the pleasure. We'll get around to it.
Is something quite other.
She's in fine voice this evening. I wonder how the commander would feel
Save
about...
the threats for someone who cares about them, Roy.
You're breaking my heart, Cole. You know how I feel about you.
Will turn to surprise as you feel the pain.
Stay away from Elysian Fields.
You realize
I should have known that you were playing errand boy. You and your doofus partner. You have been warned.
Thanks for your cooperation, officer.
I love you.
Stay away. You have no idea the type of people that are involved in that
I
company.
have a pretty good idea, Roy. The same kind of people that sent you here.
Your investigation is finished. Homicide will be taking over from here. I've heard we've had a spate of grass fires in the hills that you and that hunchback might be able to handle. Thanks for the drink, Cole.
Que merda.
You get the message about Monroe?
Yeah. Earl delivered it. You?
McKelty. He started making noises about my pension.
Sorry about that, Herschel. I didn't mean to drag you into this.
Save it, Phelps. Monroe's an asswipe. And so was Earl. And so was McKelty when it's all said and done.
KGPL calling car 11K, 11K.
11K, go ahead.
11K, last known address of suspect Herbert Chapman is 650 North Kingsley Drive in Wilshire.
Roger that, KGPL. 11K en route.
Let's go pick him up.
You fought at Sugarloaf, didn't you?
I did. But I don't like to talk about it.
You come across a guy called Jack Kelso out that way?
You know Jack Kelso?
He's an insurance investigator over at California Fire and Life. Our paths cross from time to time. For some reason, seeing you makes me think of him.
Has, Jack spoken to you about his experience?
Where's your respect for property?
Ai, que merda. Bati. Tá prestando atenção na legenda, porra.
Jack keeps stung just like you do. I know what it feels like to get back from conflict. You gotta respect that.
Ah, tá. Se era só isso, então meio que... Foda-se, né? Pensei que era algo mais interessante. Será que é o Jack? O incendiário? Malucão? Não vou no merda.
might make this easier.
Relaxa, mano. Tá suave. Tem que sair disso aqui, né? Tem, suave. Todo lugar para construção, bonito. Sonho americano, né? Onde esse maluco tá? Ó, o desenho pica.
What are you doing?
Onde? Lá embaixo? Ah, tá aqui mesmo.
We're looking for Herbert Chapman.
I'm looking for him too. I need him to move his car so I can mow the lawn.
He's definitely not here.
I've been banging on his door off and on for a couple of hours. Yeah, he's out somewhere. Is there some kind of problem?
Let's take a look at the car.
Essa é a casa. Torneira.
Herb's in trouble. There ain't nothing I can tell you about it.
Tá, mas... O que tem que fazer, pô? Não entendi.
Remember Mickey and his boys were shooting up the town last week? Well, I heard that cop there was the only one fighting back.
Let's see what he's hauling around. We should revise the APB. He's clearly armed.
É. Folhetão.
Definitely gives him opportunity. Motive, opportunity, and hard evidence.
Holy cool. There he is. It's Chapman. He's coming out of the laundromat. Shit. He's seen us.
Cops! Again!
Son of a bitch. He must have caught the trolley. We gotta move fast, Cole.
Esse aqui não é
I'll call
carro.
this in. Get some cars dispatched. Car 11K calling KGPL.
Não é carro, mas isso aqui é trem.
11K requesting assistance. In pursuit of suspect aboard the 1110 University streetcar. Currently heading east on Melrose Avenue. Advise all units. Suspect is in control of car and driving dangerously.
Roger, 11K. All units, officers need assistance on Melrose Avenue. The suspect is aboard the 1110 University streetcar.
Mas parece maluco.
Approach with caution. Suspect is in control of the streetcar and driving dangerously. Units to handle code 3 identified.
Ah, dá de parar sim.
Stay on his ass, Cole. Don't lose him.
Esse negócio é muito lento pra perder ele. Relaxa. Fica tranquilo.
Keep see if we can damage one of the wheels. Might act like a brake and slow the thing down. I can't hit a target that isn't there, Phelps. Hold him tight, Cole. As soon as he ditches the trap, we'll be there to grab him. Look, Cole, the side plate's gone. Get me closer. I think I got a shot. End of the line, you little prick. Come on, Cole. Looks like we have our man, Cole. Well done.
I'm not so sure. Chapman seemed to have his own agenda. There seems to be more to this than a personal vendetta.
What are you talking about?
Fires benefit Elysian in some way. See Chapman and Monroe working together.
You have a point. The evidence is good for Chapman. Hard to be worrying about his side of the story when he's blasting away with that big 45.
The hell kind of desk do you think I'm running here, Phelps? You think you can waltz around this city starting riots, harassing pillars of the community, and wantonly destroying the property of the L.A. Transit Authority? I don't care if you're not happy slumming it in this squad. You either get yourself squared away or hand in your goddamn badge. You're on street duty until further notice. Get out of my sight!
Que merda, mano. Ninguém nunca tá feliz.
What is it?
A letter from Lou. His insurance policy named me beneficiary.
California Fire and Life. You worked for Elysian?
The roof that he was working on collapsed.
It's a very generous settlement. Elsa, I'd like you to do something for me. I think there's something dirty about Elysian Fields.
What has that got to do with Lou?
I want you to reject this settlement. I want you to go and see an investigator named Jack Kelso and ask him to make some inquiries about Lou's case.
Isn't this police work?
Do you want to find out what happened to Lou?
Why would he help this Kelso?
Jack won't be able to help himself if he smells a rat.
He's a friend of yours?
Ah, tá, aquele maluco.
Hates my guts. Elsa, you could take this money and let them get away with it, or we could get Jack's help and do something about it.
Why not be honest with this man, Cole? He deserves your honesty if you want his help.
Believe me, Elsa, I'd like to level with him. I really would, but it's too late. Years too late.
Está muito confuso essa história. Quando me aparece alguém, sei lá. Tá bom, tá bom. L.A Noire não queria admitir a acusação, mas um pouco de evidências deve chamar sua atenção. Caso encerrado. Beleza. Dando a cidade R$38. Fazer o quê? Mas por enquanto é isto. Temos mais uma treta. Temos mais uns malucos. E por enquanto é só a polícia sendo corrupta e padrão, né? Mas por enquanto é só isso mesmo.